back to my channel. So I wanted to do another spring look for you guys today, and I'm inspired by these nails here, especially this colour here, and this is basically a mint nail polish with a glitter dust applied on top, and they were done by the lovely Emma at Nail Dem here in Birmingham, and she just did such a good job, and I wanted to do like an eye look inspired by this minty colour. So this is the look that I've come up with, and if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, then please keep on watching. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start priming my eyes with the NYX Jumbo eye pencil in Milk, and this is going to just really help to intensify the shadows that we put on top. The shadows are very pigmented, but I do love using this just to help them pop even more, especially with pastel and bright colours. So I'm only applying this to my lid, and I'll probably blend it slightly into the crease area, but I'm not going to apply this all the way up to the brow bone. Once that's applied, we are just going to start blending that with our fingers. Okay, so now the eyes are primed. The first shadow that I'm taking is this Prismatic Eyeshadow from NYX, and this is in the shade Mermaid, and it's just such a beautiful like pastel mint tone. It's stunning, and it almost has like a duochrome to it, like it looks slightly different in different lights. And I'm just going to be applying that with any flat style brush. This is just from my Naked 3 palette. And I'm going to start applying that to the outer 2/3 of the eye, so I'm going to leave that inner third free. And look how pigmented that is, it's just stunning. So I feel like this video is going to be quite NYX heavy, because I'm going to be using quite a lot of NYX products, and that's because NYX has just arrived in Boots here in the UK, so it's more readily available than it has ever been. So I've been really getting into trying out more and more of their products. I had quite a lot of their lip products, and I've been using the Taupe blush for quite a while now as well as my contour shade. It's really good for fair skin tones. But the fact that it's more readily available at Boots is just awesome. Other sites have been selling NYX as well, but some of them sell them at higher prices. And also you didn't get as much selection as you do on the Boots website. You just want to keep building this up, and one of the things I love about this Prismatic eyeshadow is there is barely any fallout. I'm definitely going to have to buy some more of these because I just think it's stunning. Like, this shade is just beautiful. And basically how I'm applying this to get the most intensity is I'm basically just packing this on. So I'm just using patting motions like this, and I'm not swiping. Okay, so once we are done with Mermaid, we're going to move on to another eyeshadow here, and this is by Makeup Forever, and this is one of the artist shadows, and it's in D200. And it's such an interesting shade. It's just like an icy blue, but it has like almost like a lilac duochrome. I don't know if my camera will pick it up, but it's so beautiful on the eye. So I'm just going to wipe off this brush. We're going to use the same brush to apply it, and apply this to the inner third. I just feel like these two shadows go so beautifully together. So I'm just going to start applying this a little bit on top of Mermaid, just to make sure those two shadows are blended together. And I really need to get some more of these artist shadows. We've got Makeup Forever in the Debenhams in Birmingham now, and I was swatching more of them, particularly this bright orange eyeshadow, and it was just so pigmented and so creamy. I love the formula of these shadows, and I'm so happy Makeup Forever is also now readily available in the UK as well. But I got this trio in Paris last year, in the Sephora there, because we didn't have Makeup Forever then, and pretty much just after I got back from Paris they announced that the UK will be getting Makeup Forever. Okay, we are going to take a blendy brush and Mermaid, and I'm just going to start taking that through the crease area. And I'm not going to go super high with it or anything like that, but I just want it to have a nice fade. And then just the same with the D200 shade from Makeup Forever. Okay, so moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to be using this eyeliner from Rimmel. This is the Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer, and this is in Emerald Sparkle. And I'm going to be applying that just onto my lower lash line. Getting right in between those lashes. I'm not going to apply this to my waterline though, because it does have some glitter in here. I'm going to use a different shade for that. As you can see, I haven't taken it right into that tear duct area, because I'm going to be applying a highlight shade there. But I am making this line quite thick. We're going to take Mermaid again and a pencil brush. And we're going to apply that right over where we just applied that eyeliner on the lower lash line. And it just makes such a really beautiful colour. It almost makes it like almost between a teal and a seafoam green. And I'm also just blending that darker line out a bit on that lower lash line, so you can see I'm just dragging it up slightly. Okay, so I'm going to be tight lining with my NYX Slide On eyeliner pencil. You can see how much I love this. It's getting tiny now. So you just want to take any highlight shade. I'm using this shade here called Venus from my Naked Basics palette. Whoa, from Urban Decay, which I just nearly dropped and destroyed. Try not to do that. And I'm just going to place that right on that inner tear duct area. And I'm just using a Real Techniques detailer brush to use this. And I actually remembered the name this time because I always get this mixed up with the accent brush, which is a completely different colour and a completely different shape of brush, but they're both tiny, so I always get confused. Then we are going to use the same detailer brush, and I'm just going to apply some of that D200 shade right on top of that green, just on that inner third again. And again, it just changes that eyeliner and eyeshadow up a bit. Almost makes like what I like to call like a spearmint shade. For the lower lash line, you just want to take any kind of emerald greeny eyeliner. I'm using Covet from Urban Decay. For my brow bone highlight, I'm going to take Venus again from the Naked Basics palette. And I'm just going to apply that right on the high point of my brow bone. And just a little bit in this, right in this inner corner here, just to make sure that everything is nice and bright. Next we got to do the winged liner, so here's hoping that goes okay. And I'm using a new eyeliner today. I've abandoned my Maybelline Lasting Drama gel liner, and I'm using, what's this, NYX Epic Black, and this is the mousse liner. And I tried this out the other day for the first time and I loved it, so it'll be interesting to see how long this lasts before it starts drying out. And this lasted on me all day and it didn't smudge or anything like that, so I was pretty happy with how it turned out. So I'm basically just going to follow that waterline and start dragging this up towards my brow. And drag that wing down and then start filling that wing in. Can you see how black this eyeliner is though? It's insane. Okay, so now the trick is to try and get the a matching or close to matching wing on this eye. This eye is a lot droopier and it's a completely different shape to that eye, so it's a pain in the arse. I'm just going to lightly coat my lashes because I am going to be using false lashes today. So these are the eyelashes that I'm using. They're from the Vintage Cosmetics company and they are the kitty lashes. They're not the most comfortable lashes I've worn, although I have trimmed them down a bit now because I felt like maybe they were too long and they were kind of poking on that inner corner of my eye, and that just feels horrible. Yeah, actually they feel a lot more comfortable now I've cut them down. They're still quite heavy, you can still tell they're there. Okay, so lashes are on, we are going to move on to the face. And the first product that I'm going to take is my NYX Blush in Taupe. And of course I'm going to use this with my Real Techniques 301 flat contour brush. I'm also going to take the tiniest bit up and around my temples and around the top of my forehead as well. And I like to take like the tiniest bit because I'm so fair, I don't want to look like all muddy or anything. Then just a little bit along my jawline as well. Blendy, blendy, blend. For blush, I'm actually going to use this one here by Urban Decay, and this is in Score. And it's just a really beautiful corally peach blush. Very pigmented though, so I'm just going to literally just dip my brush in. And barely taking any product. And start applying that to the cheeks. And I'm just using a Real Techniques cheek brush to do this. Okay, I'm just going to apply a bit of highlighter. This is theBalm's Mary Lou-Manizer. And I'm just going to apply that using my Real Techniques setting brush. To all the high points of my face. Just above my brow bone, slightly arched in my brows. I always say brow bones, I don't know why. A little bit on the Cupid's bow area. A little bit on my chin and just slightly down the bridge of my nose. For lips today, I wanted to go with a gloss, and I'm using one of the NYX Butter Glosses. These are really pigmented. This is in the shade Tiramisu. It's a really nice nudie pink shade with a slight touch of coral, like very muted. And these are so comfortable to wear as well. I really love them. Okay guys, this is my minty spring makeup look complete. I really hope you guys liked this, and please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.